Welcome to Newsreel Weekly. In this video, the main topic is around how voters are being manipulated by the government, and I'm going to break that down for you. I'm also going to look at stocks and I'm going to look at gold, so we're both going to evaluate on what really happened last week, and we're going to do a recap of both of those things as well. And obviously, we're going to end it with the Moonshot Meter. So subscribe if you like my past content, and hit the bell if you want to be a permanent full-time subscriber of my newsreel services. Just hit the bell icon and you're signed up. So I'm sure you noticed that oil is down. It's a lot cheaper to fill up your car. So I'm sure you also know that stocks are doing really good too. You know, they're at their all-time highs. So companies are making money. Hell, Bitcoin is doing really good. So how do we go from, doom and gloom and the recession is coming to where we are now, where it's magically fixed? So the answer to that is not as straightforward as most people think. It's not only because America is drilling their own oil, it's a lot deeper. The true answer is something that's connected with the political agenda of the active government in the United States. You see, elections is one of those times where both parties are going to try to one-up each other and try to win the favor from the voters. And there's many ways to do that, right? You got town halls, you got debates, you got ads, you got speeches, but there's a secret tool that lies within the hands of the active government party. That is manipulation of the voters. Here's how they do it. So again, election time is here. People are reconsidering who to vote for, who do they like. They're making their choices now. So putting ourselves in the perspective of a party that wants to win, this is the perfect time to get the voters to fall on your side. So what does the governing party do? They lower rates, they lower gas, they lower cost of living. They make the voters believe that they're an amazing party that's done well for the country. And some of you may think, hey, why are they doing all of this now? They were in control for 4 years. Why are they doing it at the last year? Why not 3 years ago or 2 years ago? There's a simple answer to that. Voters have a short memory. So unfortunately to them, it doesn't matter enough how hard it was for them 3 years ago or 2 years ago. It only matters how it is now. That's how they decide who to vote for. And guess what the government is doing right now? Let me list it out for you. 1, oil is decreasing. 2, interest rates are predicted to go down. 3, inflation has come down, so it's cheaper to live. 4, housing market is back on track. 5, employment is doing good, so people are employed. 6, stocks is overall making money, so companies are making money. So again, we come back to the same question. Why didn't they do this 3 years ago or 2 years ago? Because it was bad. It didn't matter. It matters now because it's election season. It matters now. And what exactly do you think will happen when that same party gets reelected for the second term? We're gonna fall back into the same cycle every time. And that's manipulation for you. Now, as promised, moving on to the next segment, stocks. So let's see how stocks are doing. Obviously, amid the holiday season, they're expected to be doing good. And trust me, they are. S&P has posted consecutive gains throughout December, as it's not far away from its all-time highs at 4,800. So question for you, do you think it's gonna go ahead and skyrocket beyond that level? Or do you think it's gonna take a nosedive? Let me know in the comments below, let's have a chat. But I just wanna say part of that answer also has to do with whether or not you believe that America's gonna have a soft landing or a hard landing. So that really matters. So talking about all-time highs, let's go to gold. So gold recently broke its all-time highs and then it rapidly fell, fooling everybody who thought it was going to be a gold bonanza. But you know what? It's still not be too late because gold is still hanging on in that general area. And admittedly, gold is performing really well. And I just think that part of that reason is because of the fear of recession still exists. So people just don't want to be caught off guard. They want to make sure that their hard-earned money is actually kept safe and isn't degraded over time. And gold does exactly that. It's a safe haven asset, which means if the US goes into a recession, the value of gold rises. Hence, not only saving, but also returning profits to those who invest. But anyways, guys, that marks the end for the recap of the stock market and gold and our main topic. Now we're gonna go on to the Moonshot Meter. So starting off with number 1, China experienced a devastating act of nature coming in the form of an earthquake. With a magnitude of 6.2, it destroyed 150,000 homes and it killed 134 people and still counting. Number 2, it's about Alex Batty, the British boy who was found after going missing for 6 years. He was 11 years old when he went missing, and the boy ended up being, I don't know how, but he ended up being part of a spiritual community by the time he was found. He was found by a French motorist, so good on him. Lastly, the third one, Venezuela approves the takeover of Guyana. So it's not just the government that wants to take over Guyana, it's also the people. Let's not forget, Guyana is independent and they're now under threat of takeover. So I hope a third party steps in to resolve the scenario. I don't want World War III. Anyways, guys, that marks the end of it. If you liked the video, if you liked any of the things that I said, you got some value out of it, please subscribe. And again, hit the bell icon if you want to subscribe to my Newsreel Weekly. I'm going to do recaps of stocks, gold, and obviously I'm going to have a main topic of every video. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell. So see you guys later. Thank you so much.